there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75, and welcome to another Transformers third party knockoff review. This is a knockoff of the DX9, is it SALAMORE? I've got the box here, so I'll show you the box. I wanted the original of this, but I could never find it for a cheaper price. It was going for like £60–70. I didn't really want to pay that much for it. If I put them to the side, here's the box. So it's a pretty good knockoff of it. Obviously, it's got the same sort of box and everything. Picture of him on the back there. I might need that robot mode for a picture to figure out how these legs go when I transform in a moment. But I wanted it because, you know what? I do not have any version of Cycle from the Gobots. And I wanted it because I've always wanted a Cycle. So I saw this and it was kind of like I don't know whether you're going to use it with your Masterpiece figures or your Classics figures. So I don't know, I just wanted it because it is a very, very good figure. I love the motorbike. The motorbike is hefty. It's got some great chrome work on the engine, the exhaust and everything. The tyres are rubber. This wheel should roll a bit more freely than it should, but because of where I've had to plug it in and then you plug these bits in here, it's pushed it slightly so it's rubbing. Maybe I haven't got it exactly in the right angle, but it doesn't matter because it just looks good. I've got the kickstand down, stands up really well. It is just a good figure. The handlebars, in my opinion, are a little small, but you know, what can you do about that? It is what it is. But it's very, very good. It rolls, like I say, it rolls really well. So you can imagine if you got another figure, you want to get, I think that this is like a repaint, retool of the Retgar type figure, whatever they did. So if you get that one, and then you could probably ride it to some degree. But overall, I actually really, really like it. The transformation was slightly involved. More so on getting these legs. Like you wouldn't think it that this whole petrol tank section on here and the front forms one entire leg, and the same with the seat and the rear wheel. I think that's just quite clever how they did that. So that is more, and the rest of it isn't too bad. Anyway, right, so we are going to actually have a look what he comes with. He comes with this really cool collector's card, and it is proper like rigid plastic and everything. Not too big on getting these from third-party companies, don't really bother me too much. I like the ones from Hasbro. Third-party, it doesn't really interest me at all, really. And you do get a nice set of instructions. Now, the instructions are pretty damn annoying. Because, as usual, well, I mean, they're good. They're colour photographs, but they printed them, like, so the background is complete and utter black. So trying to look at them sometimes and figure out exactly what it's doing, because obviously everything's dark. It can be problematic, but there we go. Probably me, who knows. Right, so anyway. So, this is his motorbike mode, and we're going to start transforming it. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is disconnect these guns, well, his exhaust pipes, which do become his guns. Now, these are pretty good. These are hefty guns. You push that in, or you can leave it extended. Now, it does have, I think, I can't remember which one it extends. It feels like it wants to come out. I think that's how you can hold the bloody thing. But it won't come out. But anyway, but you can use these little ports down there to hold it, so you're going to shoot someone with it. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is disconnect the wheels. Now, you just force them out, get the wheel out of that one as well. Take the wheels off from over there. Same with this one. Disconnect it out there. Disconnect this one, providing you can see what the bloody hell I'm doing. Right, so that one just wants to keep bloody going back in that bloody thing, right? So we get that one out, get that one out. Right, there we go. So you've got the wheels over there now. Right, I'm going to angle my camera down slightly. There we go. Right, it does come with these extra accessories, if I can get this without knocking everybody down that I've got on the table. It does come with these. These are going to be wheel covers in robot mode, but we'll come to those in a second. But first of all, I do want to point out, these are incredibly sharp. They are proper hard plastic and they are sharp. They will hurt you if you fall on them or decide to use them to hurt somebody with them. They are pretty damn good. Look at that. So be careful of those. Right. So anyway, right. So now we've got this. Now, the first thing we're going to do is start working on this leg. Now, everything, just about everything swivels around. So I'm going to rotate that around. I like this little piece in here, this little bit just here, because you have to pull that out and it just falls away ever so slightly. It's just to fill the tiniest of gaps, which is kind of cool. Then what we're going to do, now we're going to disconnect this. Now this definitely does rotate around. These can't remember exactly what we're doing here now. Does they sort of do go on there, I think. So that could be 1 foot. Could be wrong there. Know that they're supposed to definitely go on there. But there was no way for that to rotate around at the bottom there. So I'm pretty safe on that one. Right, so there's one leg. Like that, I think. No, hang on. That's what I mean. See, so everything rotates around somewhere. Which is the front? That's the front. Right, so... bloody thing. Right, so that'll be the front of it. We need to rotate that one around like that. So there we go, right? So we've got one leg. I'm hoping that's how I've done it right. Next one we're going to do is pull out this leg. Now it's tabbed in the front there. It's not rotating up around as well, actually. This one rotates down and into that, fills in that little section there. I believe this is the front now. Oh, it's bloody strange. Right, so then this now extends all the way out. This rotates around there. So then we're going to try and make this a bit more symmetrical, like so. I think this is the front of his leg. This bit on tabs in there. This rotates up. Don't know, I can't remember what I'll do with that. This, I don't know what. There we go. This just rolls around to the side. That does lock into there. So that could be all right. This probably rotates around. I can't bloody remember how it goes now. Right, so anyway, right. I thought that was the front, so that wants to go around here. Let's not worry too much about them. Something here, somewhere. Oh, it's these little bloody things that do my head in. They just get right in the way. So that, I'm sure, went up like so. That. Oh, hey, there we go. One popped straight off. Right, but anyway, there we go. Right, and they probably go on the inside like that. So we got there in the end. So we're going to put that one back on, if it wants to go on. There we go. And they just rotate in there and rest in there. So then we got his legs done, eventually, like so. And then we are going to rotate this around, fold that kickstand away down to there. Then we just got to sort the arms out, bring them out. Then we're going to separate them. Now, the hard bit is probably rotating them around past this, because you have to do this in a certain bloody angle. Otherwise, bits are going to start snapping off. Oh, so it's fucking annoying fucking thing. Right, so I figured it out. It's these little knobbly bits just here. I love my technical terms, but they get caught on this, and it does say you've got to watch the angle of how you do it. So you just have to jimmy it around until you get it past it, and you sort of like have to fold it in at an angle and then force it around. But once you've done that, it's done. It's no problem at all. So you fold that around, get his little head out, providing you can get his head out. There we go. So you can rotate that up. And then these sections just fold away into there, like so. Filling that little in. And then we can bring him around to the front. Bring this around, rotate that around. And then I like this actually on these hands. You rotate this whole section down. And then his hand is just on a weird little ball joint there, and you fold it back up. And I find that quite cool. So again, we do the same on this one. You can get it out, rotate the hand out, fold it back up. And then that is Cycle in his robot mode, and I like it. Now, the only thing I've found on this figure is these joints here are a bit loose. But then again, it's got a lot of weight in these feet. But he looks absolutely cool. I really, really like him. He's doing the job for me a great deal. There you go. He is pretty cool. And he's got a great head sculpt. I like it. Now, the only thing I don't like is that these sections here do not tab in. They just sort of hang there. So the minute you move out, they're just moving, unfortunately. But, you know, it's not the massivest issue. Right, so then what you can do with the wheels. You can give him his classic Cycle look, just putting the wheels on his shoulders, like so. Which is all right, you know, it's all right as it goes. And then if you just want to make him even more dead hard, you put these bits on the side. They just fold over. And then suddenly he's got these nasty, nasty weapons on the side of him. So anybody wanting to do any hand-to-hand combat with this mother is going to run into some serious, serious trouble with these things just hanging off the side of him like that. He's all right, like I say. He becomes a bit top-heavy and a bit bottom-heavy, and I don't think the joints are particularly great. But saying that, I like him. I really do like him. He can probably hold these. If you get the proper lip bit out, he'd probably hold the guns better. But he will hold it in that joint there slightly. So there he is. That is the DX9 SALAMORE KO. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I got mine off Sir Toys. I can't remember. Oh, bloody camera stand. It's bloody annoying. Anyway, right, so there we go. If you can get him stand up straight. But it's all right. It's not the worst figure that I've ever had, but I definitely wanted it, and I'm glad I got it. I don't know whether to put Decepticon Insignism on it or not. I know in one of the comics, I think it was one of the IDW ones, they've got him fighting Megatron in the old gladiatorial arenas and stuff like that, and I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, so anyway, right, so this has been Graham, the Collector 75. I hope you liked this video. And, of course, you can support my channel using the links below. And, of course, you can follow me on Instagram. And, of course, you can give this video a big thumbs up. Right, so I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.